Hey everyone, welcome to the Loco Walkers channel where today I'm going to be doing a quick little video about some gear that we're planning to take on the Camino. The time is creeping up on us pretty quickly, so it won't be long before we're actually out there walking in Spain. Uh, we're not going to go through everything we're taking on the Camino. This is just like kind of a gear spotlight on a few things that I have found either on my own or watching some other folks on YouTube that have inspired me to try some things out. So let's jump into it. One thing, and this might seem like a small thing, but I found a little funnel, and it's a collapsible silicone funnel. And the reason I'm taking that is because we're both taking water bottles, and I've seen on a few videos and things where people were filling their bottles and the water was kind of gushing out. So I thought, you know what? I was walking in the cooking accessory aisle in Walmart one day and saw this and said, you know what? This actually might work. So it folds up into not much. It doesn't really weigh anything. So I'm just going to tuck it in my pack. Now, I might never use it, but I might. And I figured it won't hurt because it's so small and doesn't take up too much space. So we'll see how it goes. I'll give you an update later whether we found out that we're using it or not. So the next thing, and this actually comes from another guy that I've watched on YouTube quite a bit, are something called lock laces, which are these sort of almost bungee cord style laces that go on your shoe. And when you order them, they come in packs, and I think packs of three with different colors and whatnot. They're really pretty easy to install. What I like about them is that they flex a little bit with your foot, where traditional laces sort of lock in and they don't give you much flex, but it also provides you with a nice, even, consistent pressure almost on your foot, but it does provide that flex. So I have tried this on my shoes and I found that I actually do kind of like it. So shout out to the Shell Toucher for that tip. Um, thank you for that. Another thing is, and I've seen a number of videos on this, are headlamps. So the headlamps that I've chosen to go with are really small. This is a Nebo, Nevo, and I'll put descriptions down below. It's really small. It's rechargeable. It's got three modes of white light, high, medium, low, a green light, and a red light. I have found, because I have tested in the evenings and a little bit in the early morning, but more in the evenings as I've been training for my walk here. The medium white intensity light is perfect for what I need. And what I like about this is it does have a little clip here. So will wear a baseball cap with kind of a typical baseball cap bill on it, and it will clip onto that. It also will lock into various positions, so you can angle it to whatever position that you want. And it's perfect. It casts the light out, let's say about 12 or so feet, maybe in front of you. So plenty of time if you're walking that you're not going to stumble across something in the road or what have you. So I really think these are great. I've let it run for up to an hour and no problem. It charges with USB-C. It doesn't take very long to charge. It's very lightweight. So yeah, I'm planning to take these. We'll let you know how these perform when we're actually on the Camino. But in training, they've been fine. No complaints whatsoever. Um, Another thing that I've seen on several people's videos are these hero clips. Now, interestingly, I had not really heard about these until I started watching YouTube videos about other people doing the Camino. And what's nice about these is, I mean, it looks very similar to a carabiner, but it also converts into a hook, right? So if you need to hang something, you know, on a door, or on a on the edge of your bed or wherever you might need to hang something, you've got a built-in ready-made hook to go with you. They come in various sizes. This is a medium. I think this was rated for 60 pounds. My wife has a small, which is rated for 50 pounds. So, whatever size you need based on your personal preferences and needs and whatnot. These I ordered off Amazon, and I'm really excited to give these a try. They came very highly recommended by other people on YouTube. So another one. Thank you for the folks that have recommended. Now, something that I haven't seen necessarily on YouTube, and I don't know that I would, relative to the Camino, is another style of carabiner. This is called a figure nine. And this is something that I just tend to keep in my bag all the time because it's useful. It is, a carabiner. But the really great thing about this is if you need to tie up some cordage, like some paracord or other light cordage or something, and maybe you don't know a lot of fancy knots, whatever, you can wrap this around. It's even got a little diagram here on the front of it. Wrap it around. It locks down. It's got little teeth, so it holds the line very taut. It won't slip. And then when you get ready to take it down, you just unwind it, and it's really simple. It really makes that part of tying up a line very easy. It doesn't weigh very much. I mean, it's a little, maybe comparably weighted to the hero clip. But like I said, it's just something that I just leave in my bag, and I've got, I just carry one. So I might need it, I might not need it. We'll see how that goes. But I'm leave it in my bag. Another thing about the gear today is water bottles. Now, I'm one of those people that prefers water bottles over bladders. Now, I've done both, but I tend to gravitate more toward the bottle than the bladder. Uh, and I have both Nalgene and Yeti. Both are fine bottles. Both are super nice. No complaints about the bottles themselves. The one thing, though, that I'm not particularly a fan of is with either are the bottle caps that come with the bottle. In particular, the Yeti. I mean, it's heavy duty like the bottle, um, but it also is a little bit heavy, physically heavy. Now, it does come with a collar, right? So it stays on your bottle so it won't fall off. But the problem that I have found with using these bottle caps is if your bottle is either empty or close to empty, and you take the top off and you kind of let it fall down. And there has been times when my bottle would tip over, which is a little bit annoying. So I didn't like that particularly well. So what I have found, and I've had these for a number of years, and I've bought some more recent ones, is a bottle cap that's made by Human Gear is a brand. I'll put this down below. But what I like about these particular caps, one, that it's lighter than the Yeti cap. It's a little bit heavier than the cap that would come with the Nalgene bottle, but not by a lot. But it will fit either. It will fit the Yeti. It will fit the Nalgene, and it works perfectly. And again, because I like a wide bottle, a wide mouth rather bottle, screws on, right? Easier to clean, easier to fill, all that sort of stuff. But drinking out of the more narrow portion is easier. I find that, especially if you're walking, the water's not sloshing everywhere. I find that to be more desirable for myself. So I definitely like these Human Gear bottle caps, and I have used those in training for a while, and I will definitely be using those on the Camino. So that's it for today. Not a super long video, but just wanted to spotlight a little bit of the gear that we're planning to take on the Camino. See you next time.